I was recording some stuff for a YouTube video, so I had my camera off and microphone muted. I haven't done too much for said video. Okay, yeah, I only ended up with 3 clips for it, but I'm making a video on combos between Boneshaper and the other starting classes, the bone combos. So I think that'll be fun. But let's do it. I don't hear. Maybe my volume's just low. All right. It's been a little bit, but I've been playing some Pokemon Champions. I've been a little under the weather. My daughter's been having a hard time getting to sleep. It's just been hard. It's so hard for me to stream this late at night, and then it just screws up my sleep schedule so much. I'm so tired for work, and then just in general. It's hard. It's very hard. I need to just stream shorter when I do stream, and then it won't mess everything up. But as soon as I start playing Frosthaven, I just like keep going. Anyway, so where were we here? This Boneshaper is about to retire, if I recall correctly. Yes, 5 experience and she retires, which is really unfortunate. I really want to get a Boneshaper to level 8 in digital and get to play with the level 8 summon. I don't think I've ever gotten to play with it. Let's run Circlet of Eyes over Amulet of Life. That makes Dragonfly Surge way better. No, Amulet of Life is pretty rough because it's so good for melee mode. But Circlet of Eyes is so exciting. Okay, we just need Arrowvine or Axnut. And we can retire Gem. And that'll be fine with me. And 4 more buildings for Boneshaper. And Snowflake needs wood. Not bad, not bad. And once we get rid of Boneshaper, we can get Boots of Speed here, which will be nice. So everybody goes away pretty soon. I can make Flame Flute, Rock Root, Snow Thistle, Corpse Cap. So we've got Flame Vial. We've got Renewing Potion. What's Flame Fruit, Corpse Cap? Is that like Retaliate Potion? Let's see. I think this is Retaliate Potion. Oh, Holy Water. Okay. Who gets a Holy Water? Deathwalker makes the most sense, I think. And then now I could make a Renewing Potion. Do I want a Renewing for anybody? Renewing Potion would only get you Dancing Slippers. Renewing Potion would be good here, and I have a potion slot for it. Oh, Renewing Potion's pretty good for Boneshaper. Let's grab that. Boneshaper has multiple items that will work with. And then it probably makes sense to go into the Unfettered line, right? Well, I also want to go deep into the Algox line. We're going to go through the Peace route. I have not done the Peace route on stream yet. So what do we have for that? Crystal Enclosure. Okay, this has the herbs that I need to retire, so we'll give it a try. This does not seem like a Boneshaper level, and it's definitely not a Deathwalker level. It's definitely not a Deathwalker level. I think we'll just have to try to survive in the first room with no shadows. We'll just have to try to get through the first room without using any shadows. Actually, let's give all of this money to Snowflake. And we may go for something I've never tried before here. So in this level, there are pillars. Once you destroy the pillars give all of the monsters in range 5, I think, shield. And you can destroy the pillars so that they don't get the shield. And we might just try to destroy the pillars. It's not something that I ever do normally, but maybe, right? Maybe. Exploding Corpse could be okay because it can give us damage through shield. Dark Tiding would be okay if we have a bunch of stuff on things. We don't really need Decaying Will for the Ignore Retaliate here. Transfer of Essence could be okay. Okay, so I could put a skeleton back. We could get Command the Wretched. I like that. An attack 5 into a pillar, maybe. Let's bring that. Here we have the helmet to make Dragonfly Surge hit 2 targets. So we can get 2 target attack 8 with Hornbeetle Carapace. Let's make sure we have that. We do. Icebound Quills. The Retaliate on Venomous Barbs could be good. I wouldn't have hated a Retaliate Potion to go with it. Hornet Stinger also gives us a lot of Pierce with maybe some damage. Do we need Reckless Jab? Feeding Frenzy's Bottom Suffer is like, it's worth something. Alright, I guess no Hornet Stinger, I don't know. It's too hard to fit it in. Because Drag Down, it would feel really rough to lose. Same with Reckless Jab. Snowflake, does it make sense to run Chilling Impact? Monsters that are force move this turn suffer 1. Let's give it a try, right? And then we just need to set a whole bunch of ice. So Frigid Growth sets ice. We want everything that can set ice, except for this Gathering Force. Okay. So it's just Frigid Growth and Snowball that set ice for us. But we'll just want to utilize those as much as we can. Can drop the Snow Fox. We'll try it. And then finally with Deathwalker, Anger the Dead is really nice here. Fleeting Dusk is going to be good. We have the Invisibility and the Bane with Pulled Across. The Bane's going to be nice. Strength of the Abyss seems good. I don't think I need Dark Fog, because there isn't ever going to be a huge area that I need to move shadows around. So I just need to drop one thing for Anger of the Dead. Maybe that's Forceful Spirits. It's not super high base damage, and I don't feel like I need the teleport in this level, because there's basically no moving to do. Lose a card to negate suffering 5 or more. Have at least 1 card each time you rest. Never enter a hex occupied by a character or an obstacle. Only take long rests. Never use a potion. Move no more than 2 hexes each turn. Never do a loss action. Long rest at full health after having suffered damage. Have 5 or more cards at the end. End the quest with a health value of 3 or less. Lose a card to negate 2 or less. Kill 1 of each monster type. 3 monster types? That's not too bad. So I don't know if I want to just be trying to make things suffer damage. We don't have a large amount of push and pull. It would be kind of nice if I had Locust Host, the Geminate level 2 card for ranged mode that gives you push on the bottom. Because it's really nice to play that with Into My Embrace and push and pull the same target. And I can get that through hazards from Snowflake. Also, it would be nice to play this as a higher level on Snowflake, because with just 1 more level, I could make 3 hazards a rest cycle versus just 1. Now, I think we're at monster level 6 right now, which is bugged to deal... to have hazards deal 4 damage each. Wow. That is terrifying. 25 health with 5 shield. 25 health with 2 shield. 20 health with 4 shield. And 37 health with 3 shield. Oh, okay, everybody has to discard 1 card. What do we get rid of? I feel like I need to drop a slow card. Let's drop Solid Bones. I don't know, maybe it makes sense to play Solid Bones, but it's too late now. These pillars have a lot more health than I was thinking they would. A lot more health. Oh, I was liking Harvest the Essence top with Luminous Descent. Steal elements from the enemies, except none of these enemies make elements. They can in the second room, but none in this first room do. I need to get these priests down, because the fact that they can heal makes this 37 health more like 50. 37 is so much. 37 health with 3 shield. But, like, can I really afford to kill 16 times 3 is 48? Is that right? Yeah. Can I afford to put 48 damage into Ice Pillars and then kill everything else? I don't think so. Does it make sense to kill, like, 1 Ice Pillar? Kill 1 Ice Pillar and go to the top so that everything else... This seems really rough. I probably don't need Birds and a Tempest here, right? Not in this first room. Okay. So what is the play? I'm going to get 1 skeleton for free. And then I can get out the Unearthed Horror. I could get out my Rotting Multitude. Do I want skeletons on Ice Pillars just attacking the Ice Pillars? How many turns is it going to take them to kill if I just put skeletons on Ice Pillars? Like here and here. Would it be worth it if I spend 3 turns to kill 1 pillar? Well, probably, because if my skeletons aren't... If my skeletons are just attacking to shield 3, they're never dealing any damage. So I guess it only makes sense to have skeletons hit pillars, and then once 1 pillar goes down, it helps. So I can use my hazard, but I only get 1 hazard with Frigid Growth. And they're just going to deal so much damage. I don't know if this is possible. This does not feel possible. I could place a bunch of shadows and get Anger of the Dead going. And then if I'm maxed on shadows, Ritual Sacrifices and attack 8. That gets through shadows pretty well. Wound plus attack 8. And then Strength of the Abyss is attack 6. I say it gets through shadows pretty well, but it's still like I need 5 Ritual Sacrifices to kill an elite. And then once we finish this room, we teleport into this one. And if I don't get to bring my shadows, then how do I do anything? So we'll get a hazard out with a blizzard. Maybe I can just make one shadow. I really don't like that, but maybe I can. This guy's a normal. Where do I want to be? I think I'm going to go for this up here first. We want to just try to get through the first room without using very many resources, and then burst everything as fast as possible in the second room. But I don't know if that's possible. We will just have to see. I think I let these guards come up turn 1, and then turn 2 I can drag them down. Maybe I like... Maybe I like move 1, shield 1, attack with disarm at 20 initiative, and then I can go after at 21 and heal the negative conditions off of Geminate now that I lost my Amulet of Life. And then here I just get out... the Rotting Multitude adds more damage than... the Unearthed Horror. So we'll get that. And... maybe I put a skeleton in my discard. Show me move and heal out of priests. It is move and heal. Hey, Randy. Yeah, I put a 4th character in because at the time it was going to lower the monster difficulty, the monster level by 1. And it did that for like 1 scenario. And so I've just left all 4 in. 2 are about to retire. Maybe even if we lose this, they'll retire. Because right now it's monster level 6, which is just really, really high. I have 1 level 6 myself. I think I'm like 6'5", 6'5", 2'5". And so this is quite tough. Move 1, shield 1. I can disarm this attack 7. And give him a wound. Nah, it probably wasn't worth it to use my wound or my heavy sword, because he's going to get healed 1 by both of these guys. I have this dangerous gear. I don't know if it helps yet. So I want a hazard. Where do I want it? Is right here a good spot? This guy's gonna move here. Maybe right here. Because this next turn, I can use my top where I pull towards an ally. I can use my top where I pull towards an ally to pull him up this way, or maybe here, and I can move and push with my bottom to get him back through. I need the hazard to put a lot of work in. Shield helped. This guy just goes... I would have preferred right there, but it probably doesn't matter. And I get to heal the damage I took back. And we got good damage. That's definitely not bad. Right here, right here. And I can just Horn of Command this guy to go here, and then all my skeletons will reach. I can't get any curses, but maybe I move here, maybe I don't. We just do nothing with that. And then Deathwalker, I can make a shadow here, move and attack for 3. He's about to get healed, so yeah. And they just got some blesses, which doesn't help me. I think I save Holy Water for the second room. Oh, that guy did go around that way. Alright, well, I dealt a grand total of 2 damage that turn. Oh, now I can't get all my skeletons hitting the ice pillar now. With this guy in the way. Okay, does it make sense to target anybody besides this guard? So, Snowflake, I can use Enticing Breeze, pull towards an ally. I can pull towards Boneshaper. I can make this guy go boom, boom. And then I can push him with Chilling Impact. And he'll suffer 8. He'll suffer 8 and he'll be pushed here. Gem. I've got attack with poison. Ooh, and then I've got 2 target immobilize with Mandible Storm. And that will work really nicely with Snowflake pushing this guy over here. Presumably. Not definitionally, but presumably. Now, I want to get another Shadow out with Fleeting Dusk. And then I guess next turn I can attack with Anger of the Dead. So I guess this turn I'll just Restless Spirits top to get a curse in. And then next turn, I can Anger the Dead plus Ritual Sacrifice, and I'll get an attack for 5 plus a wound. Maybe I don't want a Fleeting Dusk, though. Maybe I want to step away. Or I can go invisible. And then this guy doesn't get to hit me. And then finally, just grant 2 skeletons attack with critical failure, and I can use the dark made by Deathwalker. And we'll just do that at not the slowest speed that's ever existed, but after Deathwalker. This all seems fine. Move and heal. That's alright. So I get a poison here. Because this is the guy who's going to take the most damage. And an immobilize. Okay, we got a crit. Do I prevent Brittle Self? Am I getting hit this turn? This attack 5 is going to hit me. Okay, let's prevent Brittle Self. Now, Deathwalker, we've got attack. Is this guy getting healed? Probably not, because this guy's taken 7, so I can go ahead and wound. Okay, no damage, but it does wound. Maybe it would have been better to hit the pillar. Well, I got a curse in their deck. Oh, I don't get 2 skeletons into the pillar now. That's really annoying. Man, this guy's just going to walk into the hazard. But he doesn't have enough move to make it. I guess I'll Horn of Command my skeleton to attack the pillar. Ugh, we get a curse. Okay. Because, yeah, attack into that guy never does anything. And now critical failure is kind of useless. Okay, we're undoing that. If the game's gonna be this evil to me and get the priest in this awful spot, we'll at least miss into the shield 4. Okay, I would have liked to see make summon suffer 4. Oh, and this skeleton is in the way for Snowflake now. That's so awkward. Yikes. Do I prefer Pulled Across as my level 4 Deathwalker card? You love Invisible, but you like the bottom of the other card being a shadow. I do prefer Fleeting Dusk. On this Deathwalker, I took both. I took Fleeting Dusk at level 4, and I took Pulled Across at level 5. But I really like Fleeting Dusk. In general, Fleeting Dusk seems to do really well for me. I feel completely screwed here. I mean, we're getting to turn 3 and I haven't destroyed any pillars. And I don't think there's any way for me to get any pulls to make... Oh, wait. Okay. I can pull this guy up here. Pull him to this ally. And now that I can come down here, I can push this guy away. And now at least the elite doesn't get an attack off. Just this normal. I could push this guy up here. That doesn't really help. I don't really want my skeletons targeting priest because they have an 8 shield. Alright, Jim can tank that. Jim is now in ranged mode, but the one and only hazard I have is being occupied, which I don't love. At least one of these guys now is kind of low, and the pillar's kind of low. I could command an attack 5 into the pillar. I'm wondering how viable it would be to, like, flow of the Black River and spread my skeletons out so that they're just hitting pillars. I don't know about that. I do not know. The fact that this priest was able to get up there is really annoying. I definitely did not position things correctly around enemies. Alright, Anger of the Dead can wound this guy right now. Ritual Sacrifice is only an attack 4 into him, though. I would love to make more shadows. It just doesn't feel like I can. Okay, I'll make another shadow and I'll hit him with Fleeting Dusk. And then next turn I can wound him. Ranged mode on Gem. I'm muddled. So maybe I should hit Ice Pillar. I could back up with my bottom. Move to heal 2. I could pull this guy into my embrace, but I can't get him through the hazard. I want this guy slightly closer. It feels like I want to be in melee. Range just isn't offering me too much. Oh, okay. I can use White Winds to move Geminate, and then Geminate can double attack into Pillar. And then hopefully command the Wrath of the Turned Earth into a Pillar. And then maybe my skeletons can do something. And so the top for Snowflake, it could be Crosswinds. Just to get another attack into the pillar. I don't hate it. Although, Crosswinds seems more valuable for the bottom. For forcing hazard damage. I just need to get this guy off. So let's pull him. Oh. That's not really something that I'm doing. Okay, then I'll pull him with Geminate. Which means that we're doing that next turn. So maybe we'll snowball somebody. Alright, that's a turn for everyone. None of it feels amazing. They're all hitting extra hard. Hopefully that means a lot of skeletons are dying here. And not characters. Oh wait, I want to move Gem one more. move Gem to here. And then I can hit the pillar with my bottom and the guard with my top. Get a heal going into bone. Deathwalker, we just make a shadow. And attack for 5 with... Oh, did I use my wound? Okay, I guess that's how that guy's wounded. No. Advantage using my null potion to do nothing. Gosh, I cannot believe that's still not changed. Oh, and +2, -1 at disadvantage is so rough to see. Yikes. I mean, it's not really a bug because it's always been that way, but it's just supposed to be that you get to choose if you use your glancing potion or not. Okay, so skeletons are going to tank a bunch up here. We didn't even get through this pillar, though. Is this guy going to be able to reach? Maybe not. Oh, he can reach Snowflake for sure. Wow, this is not a good Boneshaper level. And Snowflake is dead. Dancing Slippers at least make the skeleton the one that takes this hit. Alright, well. Warden's Ropes don't help when they're attacking for 12. But at least attack 12 went into a skeleton. Alright, I mean, I get to destroy a pillar here. This guy still has 33 health. Anger of the Dead, maybe I just play Eclipse and I can wound everybody, but this is like... This is so doomed. Lifting Gust Crosswinds, I can get 8 damage into this guy. It's one weird thing about digital not being given the choice on a bunch of things that were ambiguous and physical. Yeah, they don't want to like slow down the pace of the game, but sometimes it's really, really rough. Okay. If I want to prevent all damage this turn, I can. By moving here and immobilizing these two. Or I could go for Icebound Quill's Loss, given that I have ice. Maybe I like that. This guy has shield 3, but I get to pierce 2 of it. It's not too bad. I mean, unless I miss. Okay. So I could consume both of these and I could get attack 4, pierce 2. Would be like attack 5, pierce 2. I guess that's not... It's not nothing. We've got some damage going. And it's a heal card out of Priests, which is nice. Now, I would love to get Snowflake's damage into this guy. But I lose out on some effective damage if I do that. Because this guy I can Lifting Gust. And then Crosswinds him. And if I just go right here, he should go into Skeleton, maybe? It depends on where the skeleton goes. Okay. Oh, yeah, skeleton goes there because that guy's faster. And now skeleton is where I need for Command the Wretched. Oh, whoops. Have to confirm, then skip, then attack. Okay, well, with 3 skeletons taking 4 rounds, we were able to destroy 1 pillar. Warden's Robes still haven't saved a single ally. It's alright, we can afford to take a hit. Shield 2 at least looks much more manageable, except they have 4 blesses in their deck. Oh, I'm in the wrong mode on Geminate. That's annoying. That's probably a short rest. Oh, and I don't have anything for Deathwalker. I mean, surely I did some stuff wrong here, but this does not feel possible. Venomous Barbs would be nice. Alright, I could Mandible Storm these 2 and run away. Boneshaper would be screwed. I could Reckless Jab for a disarm and run away. I've got to go as fast as I can. I could move here and drag down and immobilize both of these guys. Yeah, attacking the pillars don't feel like it's ever the right call, because even with that, they still, I mean, these guys now, they just have infinite health. Although I just don't know what you even do with Boneshaper in this level. Ugh. Because, I mean, it seems like skeletons are just going to be wasting their turns. Basically always. Because even going into the pillars just wasn't useful. And I used both my shadows last round, so Strength of the Abyss is absolutely, completely nothing. Yeah, Boneshaper against Giga Shield enemies, and I also, you have to discard a card as a scenario effect, and I discarded my, give skeletons Pierce 1. But, like, what would Pierce 1 have even done? Can make a skeleton and use him to poison. That's something, right? I mean, I guess this technically isn't over yet. Now I can do an advantaged attack into this priest or this priest and pull him through the hazard. Let's long rest here. We're so low. And long rest here. And short rest here and just summon. I can make the Rotting Multitude. Oh no. I should have gone at 18. I could have boosted down to 8. Miss. +1. Do we survive that? No. Warden's Robes still haven't saved a single summon. Alright, well. Now it's looking impossible. Ward Potion so that I survive. And now I lost the ability to attack one of these priests and pull them through the hazard. Yikes. Well, I guess I hit this guy. I mean, I'm attacking with advantage and pierce. I want to get some damage out. Still haven't had Warden's Robe save a skeleton. Still haven't had Warden Robe save a skeleton. Alright, we've got pulled across for the next room. I don't know how scary the next room is. In 4-player. Deathwalker gets to do a lot more in the next room. It really feels like I don't want Chilling Impact. We drop Blinding Vortex too. Alright, we'll go for the Lifting Gust Crosswinds. And I need to switch. But a late Draining Pincers Reckless Jab Disarm can do that. I need to make a shadow here. Yeah, I shouldn't have eaten the 2 shadows that I did. That was very reckless. Really slowed down any possibility of me doing anything. And even though I summoned 2 skeletons last turn, they're both dead now. And I just can't make another one. Yeah, I don't have the 1 health summon. Yikes. Well, I run away with Flow of the Black River and heal myself for 1. Alright, well this went very poorly very quickly. Now I can make 1 skeleton next turn. Oh, and they heal. Oh, it's just so gross. My damage here is not focused in a good way. I can disarm for next turn. And I want to stay close to Snowflake so that I can be healed and moved away. I hate priests too, they're so annoying. Alright, Deathwalker goes and attacks for 4. I wound and attack for 3. I'm in ranged mode now, so I can move to heal 2. Maybe I heal Boneshaper, and so I go fast and I get Geminate out of there. Yeah, but just healing everybody isn't gonna help me in any way. I guess it's not bad if they give me a turn like this where they do nothing. So we'll move Gem out. And I think regenerate Gem. Do I need to heal? Healing Bone doesn't help. Hi, Ken. Swoon this guy. Although he's probably getting healed, isn't he? And now they have 5 blesses? 4 blesses. I think I would want my summon attacking them versus pillars. But if you can't beat this first room in the first rest cycle, it feels like you're pretty doomed in this level. And I don't even know if I can beat this room at all in all of my rest cycles. I just can't imagine playing Chilling Impact. It sounds so bad. Oh, I needed a Frigid Growth way sooner. I don't know why I didn't do that. Can make a shadow here and attack for 5. Oh. I hate seeing them faster than me. Like that. Big damage Deathwalker with your attack for 1. There we go. Yeah, this is where each pillar gives shields. I tried having my summons attack one of the pillars and kill them, but the pillars have 16 health. And, no, Warden's Robes still don't save a summon, and my lost summon doesn't get a single turn off. He dies at 9 initiative. What am I supposed to do? Why can't I walk over here? What? That's weird. Mobilize these 2 guys and make them take 1. Yeah, I think this is just one of those unfortunate situations where, like, this level could be doable with this party, but you would need a higher level Snowflake. Like, level 3 Snowflake makes a huge difference because that's 12 damage of hazards in a rest cycle instead of 4. And then I would need a lot of the party playing into that. Now I don't even have a skeleton to command. Grant my attack too. Ice can help with a couple hazards and pushing and pulling. Yeah, like, are you talking about Chilling Impact? At the start of each of your turns, consume ice, and then monsters that you force move suffer 1. Like, I've activated this card 1 time ever, and it was in this level. And it still just didn't even feel very good. Because at level 1, you get 2 ice generations with Snowball and Frigid Growth. And 2 ice generations means, what? You're going to get maybe 4 damage of suffrage out of it with tops and bottoms. You could get multiple enemies on a couple. So like 6 damage of suffrage in a rest cycle spread across 2 different enemies. I can't see that making much of a difference against 26 health guys. I feel like I prefer the card just for the fact that it's 31 initiative, move, and push. Because moving and pushing a guy is worth 4 damage in and of itself. What mode are we? We're melee mode. Yeah, I think it at low monster level, it probably works pretty well. But suffering 1 damage just doesn't scale amazingly. I would like to kill an enemy before giving up. Oh, I can't. I wanted to step on a skeleton, on a shadow and attack for 6. I could step on the hazard and attack for 6. Well, if I'm not trying to get to the next room, then I'll just go ahead and... I think I'm just going to try to kill these 4 enemies and pick up all the loot on Geminate and go back to town. Bone is making the level harder. Yeah, Bone's level 6 too, so it's adding a lot to the monster level. But hey, Snowflake gets to make this guy suffer 12 this turn. But yeah, my placement of hazards wasn't good. My focus of enemies wasn't good. I don't have push or pull on the other characters. So it's just Snowflake that can use her hazards. There's a lot of stuff about this that's that doesn't synergize very well. But now that I've given up and played all my shadows, Deathwalker can do big damage. Man, anytime I get to try to do something, the priests go fast. Hey, Warden's Robes. Oh, never mind. I thought Warden's Robes was finally going to save a skeleton on, like, is this my 8th or 9th skeleton that's getting attacked that I thought Warden's Robes was going to save, but Elite Algoth's priests have Pierce 3 on their attacks, so it doesn't. I think that's the 8th skeleton, because I did Rotting Multitudes twice, and that's 4. And then I had my starting skeleton, and then I think I've summoned 3 more. See, it looks like this guy's adjacent to all of them. Oh, and I missed the attack 5. Of course. And I don't have the health. And I can't attack with Malicious Conversion. Yikes. Alright, we'll summon a skeleton. And we'll lose a card to damage from it. Should have strengthened Deathwalker sooner. Oh, Jim is almost dead. I need to switch. But immobilizers are good. Okay, now this guy sees a hazard, so he's gonna walk through here. To hit Snowflake, I think. Yeah. Also, I don't know why this looks so bad, but it's so choppy. I mean, I undid a couple times, but not that many. Not enough for it to justify looking like this. Alright, let's just rip the Dragonfly Surge to target attack 6. Lifting Gust Crosswinds, that'll kill something. And I can do Restless Spirits Suffer 3 with Strength of the Abyss. Big attack. And I kill several of them here, I think. Deathwalker, you're strengthened. There we go. We finally pull a crit. Okay, that guy dies to wound. We put a shadow under this guy, make him suffer 3. Then Snowflake does no damage but pushes this guy to here and pulls this priest, and that's 1 kill. And then Geminate doesn't die and moves down here. Uses the circlet to hit multiple targets. And misses. Drop bone and add banner. Yeah, that sounds good. Bone retires now. Because I just needed to gain a little bit of experience. And Gem can retire if one of these 4 loot tokens is one of the herbs that's available in the level. With that, I should definitely be at 5 experience. I can just play Solid Bones next turn. And definitely get there. Here, I'll just long rest. I have regenerate, so yeah, I'll just long rest on Gem. And I just need to work towards getting those loot tokens. Snowflake can just pull this guy there and he'll die. And I guess... I can check what the loot token is. Oh, nice. I have boots. Okay, I can lose a card to damage, and then I'll get one this turn. You just played this recently at the level above default with Snow, Shadow Banner, and maybe Geminate. And at, what is one above default? That is called either Veteran or Hard. Because Standard in digital was -1 in physical, and Veteran was 0, and Hard was +1. And we're just checking to see what this loot is. And we'll undo if it's an herb. Not an herb. Oh, all my cards are melee cards. It's interesting. Not an herb. Maybe? Not an herb. Well, let's just... Won't bother undoing. We'll just go one more turn and get that. This is a hard level. Herb. No. I wonder if it's worth playing Eclipse in the first room. Kill still champion. Banner has multi-person, pierce, and push. What's the pierce? Yeah, tip of the spear. Yeah, 2 target attack, 3 pierce, 3.
Against all the...
Alright, we get 30 gold. Probably give it mostly to Snowflake. And this should be retirement here. But at level 7, we would take... I like this recycled limbs. The loss is pretty good. The bottom heal is also really good for healing summons, and it sets Dark, which is nice for setting up Flesh Shield. Although not as much as the Leaf for Flesh Shield is. Dark would be good for setting up Critical Failure. Maybe Twisted Decree would be the thing I would go back and take, though. But it doesn't matter, because we're not going to get to play a level. Oh, wait. Disenchant these herbs. And then now nothing else matters. Because I can't enhance any cards. Alright, what building did we get? The town hall. Okay. Go ahead and build that. Yeah, tip of the spear can hit 3 people if you have it enhanced. And the push hits 3 people. Unbreakable wall. That sounds pretty good. I could also add trap. Trap sounds pretty decent for that level. But I do like Banner Spear. I think we'll do Banner Spear. Let's see. 5 plus 5 plus 2 gives me 12, which is an average of 4. 4 divides by 2 to 2, plus 3 means monster level 5. So we go down 1 difficulty. And adding a trap or banner isn't going to change the difficulty at all. My barracks full. I can train 1. Yeah, I guess there's not much else to do. Didn't get any wood here. I didn't get the herb I need. But that is the level that I want to go play. Okay, well, both of these get the shop, which is nice. We'll just own have a bunch of money. Boots of Speed, I generally like on Banner Spear. You do kind of want winged shoes. Do I have 40 gold or... Yeah, just 40. Circle of Elements, unironically, isn't the worst. Leather armor's okay, but we can wear just regular armor. So I'd probably rather do that. Weighted net is not bad. That could be good for this level. Let's grab the weighted net. And then I think maybe I will just pick up a leather armor. Well, we got really cramped. Maybe winged shoes. Oh, I'm still level 1. That's kind of nice. I like being low level. Oh, never mind. Incendiary throws never doing anything. Attack for 1 has to make them suffer damage. Pincer move, I probably want the base attack 5. But tip of the spear can get damage. Combined effort can get damage. Regroup can heal. Set for the charges top can make things suffer too. Okay, I guess we're ready. That was very... It was a very quick trip to town. But back we go, hopefully with a better team. It was 37-26 on the elite and then the normal. Okay. I always get this one wrong.
With the tart fruits of the season. This picturesque grotto features an inviting pond fed by a waterfall splashing down a rocky cliff face.
So it's the opposite of what you would think.
A swarm of bees have made a hive. They look fierce.
What's the right one? The right answer in this one? Does anybody know? Is it in the winter you go in the cave?
Dart around the edges, but the center of the pond is a mass of dark water.
I think you enjoy a dip in the lagoon.
Just behind the waterfall, you can see a cave of...
Okay, you enjoy the dip in the lagoon in summer, and you go in the cave in winter. Can't wait to play Banner in real life. It's not as good as when you play solo. Yeah, I love playing the Banner solo. Or, I did play it a little bit in real life with a friend of mine who goes really, 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 really hardcore. And so, you know, he was playing Boneshaper, I was playing Banner Spear, but he had studied all of my cards. So he knew exactly what everything I was going to do was going to do. So as soon as I would say, like, hey, I'm going to go really fast and I'm going to, like, move an enemy or something, he's like, okay, I know you're playing set for the charge to go at 6 speed and javelin to step and pull and make them suffer too. And then that'll get my skeletons in position. When you're playing with somebody else who knows exactly everything Banner Spear can do, that helps. I don't know if I'm going to play the Rallying Cry Banner of Strength. Since this is a low-level character, I might just want it for the disarms. I don't know exactly how much value the +1 damage is going to give me over the... I feel like most of my damage on this team is going to come through push and pulling through hazards. Because now at least I have 3 characters that can do that at least a little bit. I wish I had the perk where when you lose a card, the unstable equilibrium, when you lose a card, you can recover a card, and then I could just keep recovering my pull card. I do have these +1 push 3s that I need to remember. I can try to line up my attacks before I do them to push through hazards if I have the +1 push 3. Alright, I want perks on Banner. Long rest at full health after having suffered damage, that's good. Overkill by 4, no. Kill an enemy before its first turn, no. Kill an enemy and pick up its loot, sure. Kill an enemy with an attack that has disadvantage. Lose a card to negate suffering 5 or more damage. That's pretty easy, right? Lose a card to negate 2 or less. End at full health. End the quest with 3 or less health. Everybody else should be good.
With a sturdy sled now underfoot and a...
Don't do either of the road event choices. I would love to skip them. Although, everybody's starting warded. Which is pretty nice. Now, I need to figure out where to place this hazard. But maybe if I place it in between 2 pillars, that can help me a lot. Also, I think after I clear out the first room, maybe I can activate Chilling Impact. I think I have to try to hope to get this in 2 rest cycles. But I think this guy lost 7 health, this guy lost 10, this guy lost 7, and this guy lost 5. So going down 1 monster level sounds really, really nice. That was like 25 less damage that I need to deal. I don't think I'm ever attacking pillars except for with formations where I'm just hitting them anyway. It's also so evil that you have to lose a card here. Banner of Hope. I mean, this is an attack too. So what am I really going to use that for? Don't want to drop any of my pulls. Blinding Vortex seems fine. Okay, so if I bring everybody down low and I place a hazard here, then when I push through, the guards have to go around. The hazards now are only going to deal 3 instead of 4. So that's unfortunate. Now, I could put Banner in the middle and I could go for a tip of the spear. I could put Banner right here and I could step, pull with Javelin, and then tip of the spear using Geminate. Geminate stepping right here and immobilizing these two. Oh, but this isn't a guard, it's a priest, so he has range anyway. Okay, let's do what I did last time. Step forward and disarm. And then I'll remove the poison and I'll set my hazard, but I think I'm setting the hazard here rather than here. Maybe that spot's a little hard to use. I can use it on turn 1. And I don't hate that. And I do want to try to save Deathwalker. We'll see what happens. Ranged guards is annoying. Alright, move 1, shield 1, and I get the disarm on this guy anyway, so range doesn't matter. No heals, so let's go ahead and throw the wound out. And a +2, very good damage to start. And then now I will just remove these and place my hazard right there. Now I can step and pull, and I can push both of these guys. Now the question is, which one do I want to suffer the 4? The priest or the guard? Well, I guess let's get the elite guard. Let's focus on getting one guy down. What? Oh, okay, I can't push the guard. I can't push the guard that way because it's not getting further away from Banner. Wow, that was way less damage than last time. Okay, but everybody's hitting, which is kind of gross. Do I want a wound ticking on this guy? I think I do. Let's put this shadow down here and give him a wound. Okay, we're not going to use Anger of the Dead Top. I just want to build up some shadows. So we'll go Ritual Sacrifice with Fleeting Dusk. He's already wounded. I'll get an attack 5. Then next turn I can do an attack 4. It's not amazing, but we're saving Deathwalker for the next room. Oh, I can Stamina Potion back Call to the Abyss. So I'll do that for next turn. To make Strength of the Abyss better. I can Chilling Impact plus Enticing Breeze, step here, push this guy, and then pull him to Banner. He'll suffer 6, and that's the guy I'm trying to kill. Banner's already used both its pushes and its pull. I can Combined Effort, step here, Resolved Courage, move Geminate, and then these will be immobilized, and I get a hit into the Ice Pillar. Or would I rather try to Tip of the Spear? I could step here and move Geminate here, and Tip of the Spear these two. I think I'll go for Resolved Courage. And then Gem, I think I just go fast. And I poison. I want to save Icebound Quills. I want to try to save as much for the second room as possible. So maybe I'll just Mandible Storm. Do I want to Shield Retaliate here? Let's Shield Retaliate. Okay, we got another attack out of Priests. Hey, David. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know how this is going. Oh. If I move Gem away, it doesn't get focused. But yeah, I can move Snowflake. And there's no downside. 3 target attack 3. Do we get any damage? Well, we crit the pillar. And +2 on this guy. Get an attack 5. Do I want to throw in the holy water? I'm probably being too stingy. Need to use some of my tools. Yeah, this can be a really, really, really tough one. Ooh, rather than just getting 1 attack for 3, do I step here and I can get 3? The problem is that they all have shield. If I were strengthened, it would be good for sure. Well, this guy would hit Banner, so shield doesn't help. This guy would hit Banner, so shield doesn't help. This guy hits Deathwalker, so shield doesn't help. So I might as well go for the extra target. And then there's a chance that I pull +1 push 3. There we go. Oh, I got +1 push 3 on both of the melee guys, and the attack immobilizes. Absolutely beautiful. And now this guy's forced into disadvantage. All 4 of them are immobilized. Okay, so I don't get to... I was going to get to double hazard this guy, but I did hazard him by pushing him through. So I think I just target this elite, pull him towards Gem, and then step and push him back. And give him disadvantage into Banner Spear. That seems best. And I think I just push 1. It would be nice to push him 2 and be able to pull him through next turn, but I want the disadvantage. Also nice that they haven't healed yet. I mean, heal is surely coming at some point in time. Yeah, Boneshaper retired. I could have pushed this guy 1 less and I would have Tip of the Spear. I could go for a disarm. I could move forward, jump, disarm. Or I could try to set up Tip of the Spear with Snowflake. Let's look at Deathwalker. I didn't Stamina Potion back my card. So Strength of the Abyss, it's only attack 3. I guess this with this guy on the bottom, he only has shield 2, which is nice. I can move an invisible, but I don't know if I really want that. Is it okay if I eat a shadow with Restless Spirits to make him suffer 3? Or I can attack him for 6. Attack for 6 curse is pretty decent. And I'll strengthen it. I need to back up. Okay, let's just heal here. Harvest the Essence, Luminous Descent. We're not going to get light. But I can move to heal 2, and I can heal whoever else has taken damage, and somebody will have taken damage for sure by then. Then I think I just Lifting Gust Crosswinds this Elite Guard. But I can do so to leave him right there so that I can Tip of the Spear him after 27. Oh. Well, that's probably not going to work. I think we'll just go for the disarm then. And maybe try to Tip of the Spear next turn. Okay, they are 8 speed disarming. So I can come down here and disarm this guy. And then he doesn't attack Gem. This guy would attack Snowflake, who then wouldn't be able to get off Lifting Gusts. So do I step here and disarm no one? I wish I could at least set for the charge or something. It's low damage attacks, so I don't mind both of them going into banner, especially because I'm healing here with Gem once we get there. Decent miss. Yeah, I tried destroying some of the pillars on my last attempt with Boneshaper, and like 4 turns of skeletons attacking with 3 skeletons out, they destroyed 1 pillar. It was just like, okay, that's just not worth it ever. This guy has move 5. So he's always going to be able to get through. I could pull the priest through instead. I'm just spreading out my damage too much. He's attacking for 6. I just don't want him to hit banner, I guess. Also, Jim is about to take an attack that I don't want. We still haven't seen heal out of Priest, which is kind of good, kind of bad. It means they've dealt a lot of damage, but... Live it? No. Dang it. Selfless Offering. Right now we get the heal on banner. And I can move to heal 2, and I'm trying to set myself up to attack with Dragonfly Surge next turn. So I can into my Embrace Dragonfly Surge that Elite Priest. I'm disarmed. We just go for a Blizzard. Yeah, I can step here and get this guy. Deathwalker needs to get out of this invisible. I still forgot to Stamina Potion back Call to the Abyss. But that's okay. Deathwalker gets to be useful in the second room. Yikes. No, I want to stay where I am. I want this guy to focus Deathwalker. And get back Call to the Abyss for another Shadow. Banner is unfortunately disarmed. So, yeah, I can take an attack 7. I don't want to, but I can. Poison Self and Strengthen. And get huge damage here. 1. I mean, 1 damage is a lot better than none. No, I don't have the double hazard card. That's level 3. Did I really get crit? I really got crit. Well. You don't see how to win this without destroying the pillars. Deathwalker has no pierce. And can maybe attacking the pillars for 4, 5, 6. You win it with no pierce, or without destroying the pillars by using hazards. The pillars just have so much health, like 42 damage for me to destroy all the pillars, and then all of the damage it takes to get through the monsters. It just doesn't seem feasible. Okay, I can long rest now that I got crit, and alright, I can attack this guy with poison, and then just attack him for 2. Heal somebody with a snowball. And make an extra shadow. Ooh, we really want to see... I guess this isn't the worst. Definitely not the worst, because some attacks go into banner. This isn't a low damage card, though. They don't deal reduced damage with this one. Man, and now my characters are immobilized and I can't move them away. Which would definitely be the play. Attack 6 coming out here, attack 4 coming out there. So I'll just move here. Oh, this guy's gonna hit gem. Okay, then I don't need to... I can just heal banner. And I think I healed gem just to get rid of that poison. Good. No crits. Okay. Now I get to poison him. Oh man, I didn't line up the +1 push 3 to push through like I said I was going to. It does line him up for a 2-target drag down though. And now Banner, who's long resting now, can go at 6 initiative next turn and push. Hey, +2 actually got a damage. Drifter and Perpetual Retaliate? Yeah, it'd be good. Banner Strength would counter 1 pillar, yeah. I just wanted to try to save as much as I could for the second room, because the second room's way harder than the first, even though the first is very hard. Also, this is the first time I've ever played this scenario in 4-player, which might change the math on whether it's worth it to try to burst pillars or not, but I'm not sure. Alright, I've got immobilizes on both of the guards. It feels like we need some short rests here. So let's lose a good card. Pulled across is definitely not something I want to lose. I would like to lose like Wave of Anguish. Wave of Anguish or Shadow Step. Just not Ritual Sacrifice, Fleeting Dust Call to the Abyss, Strength of the Abyss, Black Barrage. It's a lot of cards I don't want to lose. The Bane on Pulled Across, though, feels like what I want to do to the last enemy of the scenario. And the invisibility sounds really nice to be able to go aggressive. Because I can't lose Eclipse. Let's try another card and see what we get. Okay. Call to the Abyss is maybe not the worst thing to lose. I have advantage now. This guy's poisoned. Let's go invisible. Now, I can make my second hazard, which helps. I can push this guy through 2, and then I could pull him through 1 with Gem. Or I could pull him through 1 with Banner. Banner could push this guy. Okay, so Banner really wants to Unbreakable Wall, I think. Which means I need to move an ally and move Geminate here, or have Geminate move on its own. Or have Deathwalker move. Okay, Deathwalker moves here. Then Banner can push, and the immobilized guards don't get to hit. I want to go, I guess it's at 31. Make hazard and push, but then I wouldn't be able to push him a second time because of the guard being right there from the push 1. So do I long rest Snowflake to get to pick? Because I don't know exactly how much. No, I want the double hazards as fast as possible. Okay. Blizzard's not a good card to lose, but gotta do what you gotta do. Dang it. Every time. I hate priests so much. Anytime you have something that seems like, okay, well, this could maybe work. They go at 8 or 9 and they disarm you, or I mean, they hit multi-target for just so much damage. And the guards are underspeeding Snowflake. I don't know if that matters at all. That's Pierce into Banner, and Banner dies again. Oh. We lived that one, right? Yeah. So annoying. Oh, I didn't even need to go slow here. Well, Deathwalker needed to be able to get in position. We miss. Yikes. Does Jim care where it's standing? Maybe I move Jim right here. Man, this guy moved, so now I don't get to get him with the hazards. 1, 2... I guess let's move Snowflake down here and go after this guy. And that's one guy dead. But I've had to lose 2 cards to damage on Banner, which does not feel good. Okay, I have Javelin bottom. That would kill this guy. I could step, pull, ooh. I can step, pull, and tip of the spear. And then a 0 kills this guy. And I get some damage here. I'm strengthened. I like all of that. I want to get this guy over here so that I can pull him within my embrace. If this guy's up here, then Snowflake is not going to be in good position on him. So will Birds in a Tempest and Lifting Gust maybe? And that maybe puts me to where I can move 1 and Reckless Jab something. Snowflake, I just have Deathwalker. I just have the 2 shadows. I can get a 3rd. I guess I'm just gonna make a shadow. I just don't really know what I'm doing with it. Maybe I want to move shadows to Anger of the Dead next turn. Maybe that's what I want. Okay, move and heal and shield and retaliate. That's all pretty decent. Oh, I can come down here, and that gets me in good position to Lifting Gust this guy. And if I just push him to right here, Banner can still do everything it was planning to do on him. And I'll just move up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, it's just +2. I'll just move right here. This guy's getting 1 less shield than he was before. He also should never be healing himself. No, he could heal himself. If this guy's dead, he'll heal himself. Oh. Jim moved out of the way, and now I can't do the formation. It's alright. I just won't get that guy. But I can still hit this priest. Oh, and we'll crit him. For really nice damage. Okay. +1. This would need +2 to kill. I'd rather just move shadows for 2. And I can wound. So as long as I'm faster, this guy dies to the wound. Which I'm very likely to be faster. And I can make a shadow. Here I have... I don't have attack with poison. Alright, I go fast and hope that it's not. They're 8 or 9. That feels awful. And I don't have boots of speed on Snowflake. I do have crosswinds. So I can pull this guy for some. Gem needs to switch. But I can immobilize the elite. And I can... disarm doesn't help. But I can do a 10 speed attack for 4, but that doesn't help. Maybe I should have put my shadow right there for Anger of the Dead. Okay, Shield and Retaliate is nice. And then we've got Move and Attack here. I need someone to be able to take this attack for. Good morning, Anomaly. Yeah, this level can be really, really tough. Let's try to attack this guy and kill him. Because that could change what I do. No, I didn't kill him. Oh, but I disarm. Even without the kill, I get the disarm. I could disarm this guy. So I can drag down here, but that's not doing anything. Because this guy's disarmed and this guy's not moving. I could immobilize this guy and run away, but then he would hit Banner. I just attack him with Icebound Quills. Oh my gosh. I love missing losses. Wow. Oh, that's so annoying. Because I could have eaten both of the shadows with Deathwalker and had attack 4, range 4, pierce 2 into this guy. And if I had gotten any damage with Icebound Quills, plus the wound, plus the Deathwalker attack with... I don't have Spyglass. But if I gotten... There are a lot of things I could have gotten that would have just killed. That's so annoying. I mean, I have to play this loss to disarm. Because otherwise I'm just going to lose a card. And so, do I want to eat? I could wound and this guy would guaranteed die, but then I don't get to make another shadow. Yeah, it's probably better. Oh, I don't know. Alright, this guy dies to being pushed through for 2. Next turn. That priest is done. Gem needs a heal. So I have to short rest here. I'm not losing Javelin. And Tip of the Spear is also quite bad to lose. Oh, man. I have to attack with Mandible Storm and switch. Do I have any pushes? I can push him, pseudo push him with Enticing Breeze. But it doesn't kill him because I can't get him up. I can send a shadow with Restless Spirits and that'll kill. Okay, good. Nothing out of the priest. So we just heal here. And I can move like this, and now Snowflake can pull through both hazards. Still feel if they make future havens, they should get rid of negative modifiers and misses and just build the deck upwards. That would be nice, but then you're not getting benefits from getting your perks. Yeah, the monsters also get negative cards. All right, we're gonna make it to the second room. Later on, you start missing because your deck gets better. Having reverse difficulty in a game, it's not really reverse difficulty because, especially in Frosthaven, the higher level monsters scale so much harder than the lower level ones. Monster level 6 compared to monster level 5, there's just no comparison in how much harder they are. So, yes, you get stronger, but the monsters get more than strong enough to compensate for your extra strength. So it's just, like, the problems that you run into change, because you have better items, you have a better modifier deck, but you're facing stronger monsters. That was definitely a problem with Gloomhaven, but I feel like it got fixed with Frosthaven. Oh, I'll be right back. Magic 8 Ball says next room seems doubtful. Agreed. We'll get to see it. Yeah, that's true. I guess monster level 6 is always self-inflicted. Alright, I move away, and I heal, and I set myself up for a Dragonfly Surge into my Embrace. And we just see... Ooh, or... I can pull him down so that Ritual Sacrifice can hit him. But there's only one shadow, so it's an attack for 4. I could do damage. Do I boots? No. Wind out Blinding Vortex. Alright, that's all my cards. Is there a way? Yes. Okay, so if I just go at 21, that should get him. Because I can step down, pull him, step here, pull him. Yes, thank you. Okay. Step down, pull him. All right. Everybody needs heals. So, I still have my stun hammer for the next... Wait. Oh my gosh, I went at the wrong speed. Well, he wasn't supposed to possibly get a turn. I'm just gonna undo it and we go at 21. 21. I don't know how that happened. So I have Stun Hammer, I have Eclipse, I have my invisibility card on Deathwalker. What else did I save? I lost a lot of stuff on Banner, because Banner kept eating crits. Oh, and that was a switch, so I have to long rest. Oh, and I don't get the Luminous Descent heal. Alright, but we long rest here, we'll get Snowball back. We long rest here. We long rest here and get Regroup back. We long rest here and get Luminous Descent back. I don't have the card to set light for Luminous Descent, unfortunately. No Wave of Anguish. And I don't think it's going to teleport the shadows into the next room. If it does, then we could have played Eclipse in the first room and it would have been much easier. It's supposed to teleport the shadows, but I've played the scenario many times and it never has before, so I'm going to assume that it still doesn't. The issue with bad modifiers and such is really evident, especially when you retire a Merc and get a new one, which get worse the less players you have. Yeah, but that's the power fantasy of you start weak and then you get stronger as you level up. If, like, as soon as you retired and you started a new character, they were already super strong, then what's the point of playing if your character is already super strong? Like, you gotta start weak so that you can build up and see your character getting stronger as you level. Oh wow, I definitely should have dropped a ranged card and not a melee. I'm gonna go back. Oh, it's just that I don't have range cards to drop. Alright, we'll drop Mind Spike. Usually a lot of people say they don't like the town management in Frosthaven and the scenarios are gimmicky. They just want to kill mobs kind of scenarios. But I started with Frosthaven and tried Gloomhaven later. Yeah, I agree. The Gloomhaven scenarios are way more boring compared to Frosthaven. Frosthaven levels are way, way, way better on a replay. Like, a lot of... I hate how in some Frosthaven levels, like, you get to the second or third room, and sometimes it just feels like, oh, I lose because the rules of the level changed. Like the one where you go downstairs, and when you go downstairs, the ship all of a sudden can get attacked by the lightning eels. And if the lightning eels destroy the ship, you lose. It's like, well, if you didn't know that when you opened the door, it's very easy for you to just be completely screwed and dead, and that feels really bad. But when you're playing the level for a second time and you know that that's going to happen, it's fine. So some stuff like that I really, really dislike. But the Frosthaven levels are just so much more interesting to replay than the Gloomhaven ones, because they have a lot of good stuff in them. If you're playing as a duo, the moment one retires, the game becomes unsustainable. Yeah, the Frosthaven heroes are way better than the Gloomhaven heroes. Scenario objectives being too picky completely messes up some classes, making them really useless. Only in some levels, but in some levels, Boneshaper is hard to play, but in other levels, it can carry really well. Well, okay, let's not say really well. Really well is always a stretch. As an old first edition player, the lower levels are where you suck are the best levels. It's really fun to, I mean, I love like going through a level and experiencing some trials and tribulations, and then afterwards or like at work the next day thinking back to like what I could have done differently. Like where did I mess things up that I can smooth out by playing different cards or something like that. Or switching to the cards that I'm not using. Like all the time I'm going to the Frosthaven cards website on my phone to be like, okay, what cards am I not using that I could potentially sub in? Boneshaper was definitely heavily crippled in this scenario. I'll say that. All right, we're going to go late and try to pull something in. We're going to go before that and make a hazard. We're going to open the door and go invisible. That doesn't really work. So we'll just go late and play Eclipse. I guess with Fleeting Dusk. And then the next turn I can go invisible with Ritual Sacrifice. And so we'll open the door with Set for the Charge. And regroup. We could kind of use the heal. Not very much.
From the outskirts of the spike clusters, you rush forward into the heart of them. Here.
Alright, this is a scary room. The impact of video games and the desire to level up and achieve god level status has ruined so many great low level experiences where you can't do everything and have to get creative. Yeah, I do remember when my tabletop group first started playing Frosthaven. I mean, we went from just absolute god tier status where the last Gloomhaven party we were playing was a high level. I was playing circles and I had like 3 ranged summons out. My wife was playing Sun and she had permanent shield 2, retaliate 3, and my sister-in-law was playing Music Note, which just like instantly put 10 curses in their deck, and then the monsters always attacked with disadvantage. And my wife could literally just walk into the stupidest situations and monsters would never step away from her and they would always take her retaliate and she would always survive because she was playing Sun. Music Note could heal her up whenever they needed, and because Sun was tanking everything, I just had summons in the back, and my Void Eater was adding a curse to the monster deck every single turn. And like we just rolled over like every single Gloomhaven scenario we played. And then we started Frosthaven and like we couldn't win a single scenario. All of our characters were so much weaker and we didn't know how to play them, and it was rough. It was rough. Okay, so I can step here. What? 3 priests? 3 priests, 1 elite ice speaker, and 3 guards. So I step forward here. And we just hope that Banner Spear can survive a little bit. Yeah, it took some time and reflective thought on my part to realize that it was really nice that we felt so much weaker, but my wife and her sister didn't like it. But definitely with hindsight, I mean, I say Frosthaven is way, way, way better. Okay, I can put a hazard here and pull this guy through it. And I think that means that I'm going to step over this way. It might just be short rest Snowflake and play hazards every turn for a little bit. It looks like base attacks are just never doing anything. Yeah, I don't know how this is possible. This level's way easier in 2-player. There are still 5 monsters in here in 2-player, but almost none of them are elite. I'm going to be in melee mode, so let's just go here. Oh, it did teleport my shadow into the next room. They fixed it. Also, it teleported my shadow in, like, an occupied space. Because it, like, had all my characters clumped up here. Okay, that really, really changes things for a future attempt at the level. Because now I can just play Eclipse in the first room. And Deathwalker can contribute just so much more in that first room. That's really nice. Oh, I'm mobilized. I can pull a priest in and I can push them both away. Okay, knowing that it's fixed and I can play my shadows changes a lot. So I have an attack 8 in this guy, but he has 5 shield. Yikes. Hope the updates this week. Yeah, that would be nice. Sun saw music note. That sounds really, really nice. Really OP. One thing you always felt in the back of your back about Frosthaven is it really lacks either classes that can properly tank or heal, especially at lower levels. I feel like the healing is generally pretty good. I think the healing... There aren't... The only class that doesn't really have very good heal options early is Deathwalker. Because, like, Rest in Shade is just underwhelming. Blinkblade's healing is actually a lot better than I initially thought. Just because Sand in the Hourglass get all adjacents, and you can move with the top. I love, like, early in the scenario, just having everybody clump up, and Blinkblade plays Sand in the Hourglass while slow. And then, like, if you can heal just 2 people for 2, like, heal 4 as a slow action is really valuable. Okay, this is super lost. I was hoping it was going to be possible, but this room is just crazy. Oh, good time to draw the Bless. 11 damage into a 5 shield target. Run away and let Banner just super die. Oh, I definitely wanted to be standing there. Oh, I moved Deathwalker. So I can get my formation on these guys. Alright, well, we almost kind of killed one guy. If I just had, like, 4 more hazards out, things would be looking pretty good. I don't even know where that curse came from. Why is this so laggy? I guess I'll restart it and We'll see. I mean, it's running so poorly. I really think... Well, I just need to come back with a level 3 snowflake. So that I can make 2 more hazards. Alright, we can long rest and tank 2 attacks. It's definitely got to just be short rest at this point. I could get a 3-target stun. But let's get another hazard out first. I can only wound 1 target with Anger of the Dead. It would be... But maybe I can get more if these guys move forward. Also, if I place it early... Oh, no, because I want to move with my bottom. So that I can attack with Strength of the Abyss. And then here... do I want a long rest? Do I get anything out of long resting? No. Luminous Descent is fine to lose. And so I'll go... Let's Dragonfly Surge with Firefly Swarm. And yeah, I get Pierce 2, Pierce 2, Pierce 2 with advantage. That's maybe not worth anything. And it would use almost all my Hornbeetle Carapace charges. Maybe I want to do 2 target attack 8 with the Dragonfly Surge. Or if I place the hazard right here, we'll figure it out. Okay, they're slower. Ice Wall is potentially nice for me. Yeah, I like that walling off right there. Oh, don't heal up. Gosh, they get heal 9. That's troll. I mean, it's got to be hazard right here. Okay, I get 2 wounds. Oh, 3. Have to undo again, and now it's going to be super laggy. But I got wounds on all 3 guards before their turn. Oh, and another crit. Deathwalker trying really hard. Okay, so I could get a 2-target pull with Into My Embrace, but because Banner Spear's here, pull doesn't do anything. Yeah, there are no enemies that I can pull through hazards. Unless I move 3. No, then I still can't. I could place my trap here and pull this guy through it. Or if I want to Dragonfly Surge, I can hit these 2. I do not mind the idea of hitting this guy. The 4 elements I have are the 4 that I don't get the Into My Embrace strengthen with. Given that I have this attack 8, it seems like I have to play it. 2 target attack 8, but I don't get the wound either. Maybe it's better to just... Into My Embrace. I have advantage. Let's just hit this guy. Let's go ahead and make this trap here and just hit this guy. Alright. We got some damage. I can stamina potion back my pull. I'm going to be in melee. So next turn it's attack this guy with disarm. And move and switch. And then it's probably play into my embrace. So let's stamina potion it back. One too many pillar in this scenario, yeah. Oh, Deathwalker's gonna get hit. That's alright. Alright, there goes Banner Spear. I've got attack with disarm and move and switch. Or attack with immobilize and move and switch. It's pretty much the same. But the initiative's better. Now, Crosswinds pretty much kills this guy. And Lifting Gust pushes this guy way over there. Or Lifting Gust Crosswinds makes this guy suffer 12. He does have a ton of shield, though. Enticing Breeze. I could pull this guy here, pull this guy here, pull this guy here. Let's do Lifting Gust, Enticing Breeze. Or I go for an Enticing Breeze White Winds. Pull this guy here. I would hit this. Here. Here. So I could get 1, 2, 3, 4 target stun. Four target stun is worth something. Or if Geminate moves here and Mandible Storms all of these guys, these three will all be immobilized. And then if I go after 30, I could get Geminate out with like White Wind's bottom or Crosswind's top. I think the Lifting Gust, Enticing Breeze is sounding best. And then just this single target. And then here I definitely short rest. Oh. Well, I lose my attack 6. I could Fleeting Dusk just to get wounds out. The attacks for 3 don't matter at all. So I'd rather get the wounds with Anger of the Dead. Which I could do this turn, but I would rather utilize the invisibility, I think. I can step here and hit this guy, or step here and hit this guy. Well, no, this guy is the one who's on all the shadows. Oh, the 8-speed card. Anytime I feel decent about myself, it's always the 8-speed card. Oh, and they get a lot of move on it. And now Snowflake's not going to be able to push with Lifting Gust. Oh, they're going to hit Jim and Snowflake. So annoying. And I lose my regenerate before I can get rid of the poison. Unlucky. So no Lifting Gust damage. I can pull this guy. Do I want the priest? I want the guard. And then I want this priest. I don't know if I want this guy, but maybe it's fine. And then both my characters got disarmed. So I guess I have move 3 jump, but now these guys are strengthened and just going to attack and kill me. Man, I hate priests. They're so annoying. No, don't get bless on your strengthened. Why are they even strengthened? Who thought that that was okay? Hey, we lived one. Do I want to get out? What am I doing next turn? Do I have a white wind setup? Not really. If I'm here... Oh, this is so hard to see. I could get that. That would be a 3-target stun. Oh yeah, and I can't go that way because then that guy would hit me and stun me. Oh no, and now Geminate is stuck and can't pull. I think I can get this guy. Yeah, I can get this guy. And that guy dies to wound. So we can get 2 kills. And then we just do a lot of invisibility. And then somehow win. Okay, this time I'm going to ask for fast priests. Do I want to... I could play Whiteout's Loss to try to get some hazard damage. I think short resting to get out another Frigid Growth is best. I don't think that there's a way here, but maybe with enough shield and retaliates and 89 initiatives out of priests. Well, 9 initiatives, though, are gonna kill me. So I guess at least they ended my suffering quickly. I also said that I hoped that they were fast, which that was a dumb thing to say. Yeah, this scenario is always a rough one. Oh, what is he doing? No, don't move up and hit both of my characters, dude. For real? You were supposed to be sitting back and doing nothing the whole scenario. It is much easier now that the shadows teleport to the next room, which was not something that we utilized at all, and we can in the next attempt at the level. I'm strengthened here. Not that it does much. Nope, couldn't even get a damage. Do I have the helm for multi-target? I do. So I step 1 less. But now everybody's going to be... Man, I drew curse on both of the attacks? Really? Unfortunately, it's not possible for the priests to... Oh, I'm in melee mode. I have to long rest. Maybe nobody attacks. Maybe literally nobody attacks. No, we need both Ritual Sacrifice and Pulled Across Deathwalker. We need both of those. Phew. 8-speed priests. Okay, well, they got their 3 fast cards back to back to back. Don't get plus damage on me. Oh, and they're attacking with poison. Unreal. And everybody pulled exactly enough damage to kill. Yikes. Alright, we can Bane this guy. And make this guy suffer 3. And now we lose, but there were only 5 enemies left. That's a brutal level. Did I get any, I got 1 piece of loot. And I assume it was not the herb. It was a lumber. That is a rough one. I really want to go into the Alcock storyline. Because I've never played the peace levels. On digital. But we have to get through that level first, and I don't know how that's happening. Alright, let's go to the edge of the world real quick. That at least is an easier level. Man, I got 0 loot on Banner Spear, so she still doesn't get to buy anything. Oh, and we have challenges now. Exactly what we were looking for. Let's get the wall if we're going into winter. Dang, that took like all my stuff. Can I? No, I can't buy. I want to buy Boots of Speed here, now that Boneshaper doesn't have them. Oh, I have a weighted net. That's something I need to keep in mind. Very good to throw on with just a ranged attack. I think I have to assign someone to pillar duty, because if I remove one quickly, it makes everything easier. I think for the second room, for sure, because the second room is a lot bigger than the first one, and so like if I huddle in the top left corner and kill the 2 closer pillars, I think all of the like I think all of the guards will be like no shield or like 1 shield, which is much more doable.
Just outside you drop a few...
Yeah, now that the shadows teleport into the room, yeah, Wave of Anguish could just instantly destroy a pillar. Especially with a power potion, but I don't have the herbs for power potion. Never attack an enemy that's already gone. Let's go for this lose 2 cards before your first rest. Although the permanent shield 1 card is not any good. But we'll play the Torchbearer summon and the Banner of Strength. And that'll be fine. Or maybe the Heal Banner. No, Banner of Strength. We're playing 4-player. Banner of Strength will be good. And nobody else should need to change anything. Miser is good. Kill 2 elites? Sure. 3 or more loot tokens. Kill an enemy with an attack that has disadvantage. Kill an undamaged enemy. Yeah, not quite. Whenever any enemy dies, one hero closest to it suffers 3 damage. No. What is that? Why would I ever do that challenge? That's crazy. Anytime an enemy dies, the closest hero suffers 3. Like, how would you do that? This level is very doable, but not one that I really play with 4 characters. It's been a long time since I did that. Oh, bring 100 health potions. Why didn't I think of that? Alright. I really like Snowflake here. I would really love Snowflake here with a stamina potion. Which I maybe actually add the herbs for. Whoops. But that's alright. A stamina potion is really nice because there are choke points of 2 here. So you can just get 2 hazards out and then everything that comes through has to suffer them. And then you just push them back to the other side and they have to suffer it again. Let's go for a late immobilize to set up for next turn. A late rallying cry, and maybe we can get a disarm on something. And is this this feels like an eclipse. Eclipse kind of scenario. Focus stabs, but they're far away, so... Oh, does this guy reach? Well, that's annoying. 6 damage on the first attack. He's gonna attack me again. He's attacking me for 4. If I go down to 3, it needs to be -2. I mean, he pulled a +2. Maybe he'll pull... Oh! Oh, the dancing slippers. Go dancing slippers. Okay, cool. Alright, well, I shouldn't have started that close. That's my fault. Just put this here in the middle. If I put it in the middle, I can't use it this turn. So I'll put that right there. Get a little bit out of it. Okay, I do not get to get a disarm. Oh, but I wanted to play my banner. Because of my battle goal. And now here, I can get a 2-target immobilize. So let's do that. Very nice for next turn. And these guys can never remove wound. So let's put the extra damage on this guy and the wound on this one. Ooh, a crit. Okay. Oh, I don't think I used the Banner of Strength bonus damage. Oh well. This level's already looking so much more peaceful than that last one. So Deathwalker moves in, goes invisible, hits this guy relatively hard. I'll be invisible so I don't have to worry about him. Once I'm invisible, I can pull this guy through. And so I can just Lifting Gust crosswinds him through my hazard. Or there's Go Late and Enticing Breeze. I can pull this guy and then pull this guy, and this one will die. And I like that. We'll play those with maybe Snowball and just heal myself back up since I took that +2 on turn 1. Now, if I'm going after 76, yeah, I can go after 76 and get pull with Gem. And then here I was thinking the Torchbearer summon, or I could go the Heal Banner summon. Let's get the Torchbearer out. And maybe just... I don't necessarily want to make light, I don't think. So maybe just nothing with my top, heal with my top. So move 2. Oh. Move 2. I don't know why I was thinking I would get to this hex. Okay, crit him and kill him works for me. Torchbearer summon. Okay, this guy's going to have a 2-target attack for 4, but Torchbearer right here should be fine. This guy should go there. We don't mind this at all. Snowflake, I guess I just get this guy now. But that's alright, I'll accept a kill. And then heal can go to Banner. And Gem... Let's get back here so that I have the Banner of Strength damage. And I can pull this guy next to the hazard. And then everybody wails on him with the Banner of Strength really quickly. I can wound him with Anger of the Dead and Strength of the Abyss. And then any monsters that move a lot will also get the Anger of the Dead wound. Although... maybe we save that for next turn. So I'll still hit with Strength of the Abyss. And maybe I can move Shadow with Restless Spirits to make Anger of the Dead better next turn. I have my 2 losses played here for my Daredevil Battle Goal. So that's good. Let's keep it on this. So I could immobilize this guy. I can push him with Unbreakable Wall. Let's just do that. Oh, and we'll wound him with the Torchbearer. Everything is late. I wanted them to be faster, but oh well. Torchbearer gets out my -1 for me. And now this is like an attack for 5. Okay, well, I get out my -1 for me. Let's advantage this. Oh, a very nice +2. Very nice +2. Okay, so we're going to have move 3 and move 2. So this guy's going to move 1, 2. These guys are going to move 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We don't know exactly where the 1-2 is going to go, though, because it could go to either of these hexes. So I will just move this shadow to be right here. And that'll guaranteed get me 1 wound for next turn. And I can just go ahead and kill this guy. Okay, I don't need to do anything else. Just go ahead and move here. We got a triple loot on that hex. And I have a move 3. No longer in range of the banner. So I want to move that up. Yeah, it's pretty much exclusively melee Deathwalker here. Which is not my favorite, but it's alright. Okay, I have to attack with Mandible Storm. And then run away. That'll move and switch. Birds in a Tempest would have been good last turn. I can heal Geminate to move it here, and then I'll get a 2-target immobilize instead of just 1. It would be really nice if I could like move this guy here, which I could do with whiteout, but that doesn't feel worth it. Could I push this guy for 1? If I could push this guy for 1 and step Gem to there, then it would immobilize everything. But it's alright. It's not worth playing a loss just for that. I want to move my banner. So we'll just attack with Driving Inspiration and move it with Combined Effort. Is this my video of saying melee Deathwalker is really bad? Yeah. I mean, I have to try something different every now and again, right? I mean, I still agree with me, but that doesn't mean that I can't give it a try. Oh, the downside with immobilizing these guys is they're not going to get wounded. But preventing multiple multi-target attacks seems worth it. Well, that guy was disarmed. Maybe I shouldn't have gone for him. Hopefully this guy walks through the shadows and not... Oh no, he's gonna kill the Torchbearer. It's only attack 3. And I can move the Torchbearer back. I could immobilize him. Okay, we move 2. Move 2. Really sucks that this is only range 2, but... Oh, I can't move it here. It would take this attack for 3. Yeah, he can stand there. Okay. We'll move it right here. It's slightly closer. Oh, I don't know when I got a wound on that guy. Are you kidding me? Okay, good. It was only attack for 3 that crit. It would have killed my summon. So, I'm glad I didn't let that happen. Are we in the tip of the spear? No. So Snowflake needs to go fast and get out of the way. And then we'll be in a really nice tip of the spear. So we'll just move and heal. And then... I've got move and heal and double heal. I don't have any targets to double heal right now, but maybe I will. By that time in the round. Okay, 11 initiative, do nothing. You got the Drifter Mastery where you need 4 persistence on 1 for the first time yesterday? I'm not sure if I've ever finished that one. I know I've attempted to go for it in a couple of levels, but I don't know if I've ever gotten it. Especially in digital. Let's see. Is it worth it for me to step on a hazard to get off an attack? I don't want to go here, because that messes up my tip of the spear. I could step on this hazard to attack, but then I would get hit. I'm just doing an attack 3, which isn't killing anything. Let's just shield gem. Shield doesn't matter, does it? Oh, it helps here. Oh no, my torchbearer summon's gonna die. Alright, I can step here. This guy's already gone for the turn, so there's no downside in pulling him into this hazard. And tip of the spear with bonus damage going here. Any good pulls. And they haven't gone yet. Luminous Descent heal. I actually have the light for once, and literally nobody has taken damage. Only one. We're gonna be in ranged mode, which is fire. Also, they can use ice. Alright, we're gonna lose the banner summon. Oh man, it dies to a -1. Ow. Are you serious? Oh, and that's 2 cards. I didn't need to play any losses because I was gonna lose. Man, it was looking so good up until then. I guess I didn't respect what they were doing nearly enough. I was just looking at myself. That's frustrating. Ah, I lose. Why didn't we ever get the stand still before? I get the stand still card now when they're lined up to both be immobilized. Yeah, it was going well, but I didn't. I really didn't even look at what they were doing that last turn. Or, like, I didn't let it factor into my plans the way I should have. I could have pushed him into the Dragonfly Surge and used the fire with the... +1 push 3. I mean, realistically, it was just 2 cards on my level 1 character. So it's not over. I already have 5 shadows out, so Call to the Abyss can go. Although having a late card is nice. Oh, I could have put the shadow under that guy for a wound. Cool, man, banner is already completely donezo. I'm not going to get the mastery of keeping a banner alive. This guy is next to 2 shadows. That's fine. Okay, and this guy dies to Lifting Gust Crosswinds. Good, and they're slow. Alright, so this guy, I am mobilizing net. This guy, I move forward and go invisible and hit him without spyglass. Nice. Beautiful +1. This guy, I lift and gust. And I push him 1 past. And I crosswinds. And I leave him right here so that it's a 4 pile of loot. Okay, that guy pulls pretty well, but he dies next turn. I get the heal here. Don't need Harvest the Essence. I can get Regenerate multiple ways. Long Rest. Activate Hornbeetle Carapace. And get the quadrupile of loot, I think. That guy dies to wound. This guy dies to getting tickled. It would be kind of nice to Enticing Breeze him onto the loot pile. There we go. Yeah, I see it. Nice, and the initiative works. So I will just move Deathwalker out of the way. And then Enticing Breeze, I attack for 1 without eating the wind. No. You really are going to pull a +1 on that? I was supposed to pull him towards Banner Spear and then push him onto the loot. Don't be the Arrowvine. Axenut. Don't be the Axenut. Okay, good. Jim gets the quadrupile. Hey, that's the Axenut. Jim retires after this. And Banner will pick this up because that's the Miser battle goal. And, like, what else is Banner gonna do? And then everybody else just moves towards the next room. We can heal up Snowflake. Snowflake will snowball Gem. I'm probably just going to leave my furthest back shadow behind. But I'd like to bring a couple of them with me. Heal and regenerate. Move forward and heal. Let's see, I have the move 3 and switch. No, we play that next turn because I'm not going to have the move 3 and switch out of melee. And I want to open the door with Frigid Growth so that I can place a hazard in it, which I should be able to do. Let's just move all shadows for 2. I think 2 rest cycles for the first room here isn't that bad. As long as the next one goes down in 1. Oh, I don't have my teleport card on Deathwalker. That's a little awkward. Alright, stand still. Not bad. Wait, did I not make the hazard? It looks like I didn't make the hazard. Okay. Now we have the hazard. I have move 5 jump. Move 6 jump. We haven't gotten the move 3 out of these guys yet, but they're pretty far back. 1, 2, 3. So I could Dragonfly Surge 2 targets here, but they just got bonus shield. We'll hold off on it. I have the jump right now. It's like, it's attack 1s out of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of want to just get right here, because I'm going to be in melee mode next turn. And I'm not going to have all this movement next turn. And then from here I can get a drag down. And back up. No, I don't think so. I'll just come down here. I'll just sit back and wait for them to come to me. Which maybe means... Yeah. I've got 5 cards here. I Stamina Potion back Draining Pincers, which gives me 6 melee card. Oh. But if I play Draining Pincers, it switches me to range. Yeah, the door's just really enthusiastic about showing it's frosty. Drop Wave of Anguish, or do I want it for the boss? I kind of want it for the boss. Although, I don't even know if I have enough shadow movement to get all my shadows to the boss. But I can be replacing them with Fleeting Dusk. Let's drop Wave of Anguish. Too much work. Too much upkeep. Alright, I want everything to get through that doorway and to get to Anger of the Dead, but that's not happening this turn. This turn. So let's just get a little bit closer late. Can long rest and get another hazard out. And I'm going late, and maybe I'm default moving too so that I don't switch. And we may just be dead on banner. Oh, okay, Hasty Assault. So they're going to get to reach and get to multi-target me. At least I'm relatively healthy. But they'll just drop +2s and kill me instantly. Ooh. Do I step back here? These other guys are going to reach me, but stepping back makes them walk in more, which is good. Okay, I need to kill that elite. His base damage is a lot higher than these normals, which is scary. Okay, they did move in. I definitely could use Birds in a Tempest to help get Banner in. And now Gems. So I could move in and jump. I can get a wound on this guy with Drag Down. Oh, but dragging down is going to switch me. That's fine. Let's just move up here, and let's go ahead and place this trap. I really wish I had teleport so that I could, like, go ahead and start. Like, I could teleport behind and just get to the boss. Moving a shadow and attacking with Fleeting Dusk's Loss to wound everything sounds like it could have been good. Birds in a Tempest is still pretty good. All right, long rest. Let's get another hazard out. Long rest. Oh, I'm in Hornbeetle Carapace. Good to know. Probably just move 2 in melee. Focus stabs. Okay. Oh, I wanted to Anger of the Dead and make them all get wounded when they walk on that shadow. Is this the... It's not the turn them one, but... Oh my gosh, everybody's killing Geminate. Stop it. Okay, only one guy would have been wounded with Anger of the Dead. But now Fleeting Dusk would get everything. Oh, and I can't attack because I placed that trap there. Is it worth it to Shadow Step to get an attack 6 in? I kind of think it is. A loss plus a shadow in a better position. Plus an attack 6. I don't need to wound it, but I'll advantage it. This guy is an elite too. Where do I put this hazard? Wow, that trap was actually so poorly placed. I guess I put the hazard here and I just don't get this guy with anything right now. Let's back up more. Should have backed up more on, like, everybody. Oh, I long rested here, okay. That makes sense. Luminous Descent can go. Okay, I want to let things come in late and then push them back through. So, like, Enticing Breeze, Chilling Impact. Here, I set for the Charged Javelin and I kill this guy. Oh, no, it doesn't kill him. He just suffers 5. I can step down this way and get a multi-target into my embrace. That's pretty good. I'm a little bit low health. I have Ritual Sacrifice, Anger of the Dead, hit this guy hard, make anything that walks through the shadow suffer or get wounded. The problem is I would love to go invisible. When did I lose so many cards? I played this as a loss on a rest cycle, and I played this as a loss. Wow. This isn't good. I really need to see a standstill card out of Mind Snippers. It would be very nice. Oh, it is a standstill card. Alright, set for the charge, and step, and pull. Deathwalker. Oh, I can't hit that guy now. But I can eat the dark. And get that kill. And then I step 2. And they don't get the stun on Paralyze, but I think I'm still in range. Yeah, I'm still in range of both of those. I can step here and get multi-target and get both of these Mind Snippers. And pull the Elite through 6. Ooh, and pull the normal through 6. And then push the normal back through. And he will die. It was a very nice +1 push 3. Banner I don't care about at all. Oh, Jim loses another card. Not my favorite. But we got through this room quickly, at least. Well, it's not through. Let's pull this guy towards Deathwalker. And now I can move to kill this guy. Get that guy there. Banner is now exhausted. Step here and drag down hits all of them. +1 would kill this guy. Crosswinds kills this guy. And Restless Spirits makes something suffer 3. That's fine. We're fast. We just try to kill. So am I pulling this guy? I think so. And then I can even step here and just go ahead and stun. Because I'm not going to need this anywhere else in the level. And then now this is default attack for 2 with Wound Dagger. I think I just move one of my back shadows forward. Although it probably shouldn't have been that one. I could have replaced that one. No, I definitely should have put the shadow on this thing and killed it. I need a 0 to kill. And I get -1. He's attacking me for 3. Okay, I'm going to use my shadow to kill that guy. That would be very dumb to not just get the kill here. Okay, so Banner is exhausted, and Jim might not get to reach the boss. But it's not over. Snowflake is really good at killing this boss. And I have Birds in a Tempest here, so... Oh, man. Well, I guess I can attack him for 2 with Snowball. And then Birds in a Tempest this way. Well, he's probably not dealing 6. And Deathwalker gets the heal. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, he only deals 6 with a crit. So do I take this attack, or do I think I Snowball heal Gem. And then I just move 3. Oh, I did not realize he was faster than Gem. Oh, of course. Okay, well, that's what I get. I guess now I can heal here. I do not have as much as I want for Deathwalker here. Alright, attack this guy and kill him. Hopefully. I have advantage. Okay. I haven't seen that +2 dark like ever. Enticing Breeze can still be good. I want all of my pushing and pulling. I really need the boss to just not ever reach me. Okay, move 6 will reach 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we drop drag down. So we birds in a tempest. Oh, maybe I should have crosswinds and I could have moved Deathwalker in a lot. But Geminate has move 7 jump. Only 80 health on the boss. He's moving 3 here. And the traps are worth 7. Oh, I was supposed to heal before I went. It's alright. Oh, move 4 on him. Wow, he really moves a lot. Let's just get as far away as possible. $80 health. Oh, retaliate 3. Wait, no. I'm gonna move forward and push him first. Because I can push him into this trap. I can push him into this trap. And I can place this hazard in the doorway. And now I even can step down here and push him into that one. Let's restart. And hopefully improve the frame rate a little bit. And maybe it'll fix the door freaking out. Alright, I feel like this should be a win. Snowflake is just so good in this level. Oh, I didn't make sure I was able to get my use out of my turn. Do I want to go for... No, I'm going to just guarantee that I go first. Okay, yeah, he gets his pseudo range option. So I come here and I push him as much as I can. But it gets him in another trap. Oh, maybe I don't even push him as much as I can. I think I push him just right here. And he'll walk 1, 2, 3 and not reach me. I don't think I need Fleeting Dusk. In here, Lifting Gust, Crosswinds gets him in both of the other traps and the hazard. Just too good. Actually, I think I'm just going to go melee here. And we'll just get closer. Okay, he's got move 4, so he'll come close to reaching me. That's crazy that Snowflake has almost single-handedly killed the boss already. Yeah, let's just do this Icebound Quill's Lost, why not? Finally get the wound on him. And I didn't miss Icebound Quill's Lost for once. I feel like I always miss it. You know what? Let's just move this under him. Oh, I can't bane him, can I? Because he's not a normal or elite enemy. Well, that's sad. I saved Pull to Cross all this time for nothing. We'll get an Into My Embrace with a Frigid Growth. I can... There are a couple places I could place this. But I think like this works out just fine. It means Snowflake gets hit. But that's alright. Nice strengthen, dodging the miss. And then Deathwalker. Oh. I don't know why I was thinking my default move was going to be enough to reach. I guess I'll just put the shadow in now. I was expecting Deathwalker to do a lot of the damage here. And instead... it's just all Snowflake, because why would you need any other characters? So, worth it to do this attack for 3? Probably not. But possibly. Okay, now we can let Deathwalker get a hit in. And we're just a permanently ranged Geminate now. Birds in a Tempest gets Deathwalker in position. And then Strength of the Abyss kills. Hopefully. Oh, wait. There's a chest. Let's go get the chest. Let Deathwalker get the kill. Restful Slippers blueprint. What was my battle goal? Kill an enemy with an attack that has disadvantage. That's not going to happen. Alright, we can't see him. Well, I guess I could... I have Anger of the Dead, right? No, I don't have any disadvantage. I don't have any ranged attacks. Easy enough. Jim will now retire. Everything but Arrowvine. And Deathwalker is just 2 buildings away. Most damage to Geminate. Kind of surprising. Snowflake is not surprising at all because it got to use all of those traps in the last room. 32 healing done. There was a lot of regenerate going on Geminate. And Geminate lost a ton of cards to damage. Oh yeah, 10 bonus experience on everyone. Visiting Trader, I can buy Boots of Speed.
There, down to the left.
The mining camp foreman points your way toward a narrow...
No money here or here. Let's put it all in Banner Spear. Oh, I didn't buy from the Traveling Trader with everybody else. Whoops. I was so concerned about those Boots of Speed. Alright, disenchant this Stamina Potion into Arrowvine. And to Greener Pastures. Give everything to Banner. And now Banner can pick up some stuff. And we hit level 3 for Cold Snap. Okay, I already have both of the heal and ward allies. Let's get this on short rest, consume ice to regenerate, and wind to ward. Oh, it costs 2. That's not the first time I've wanted to go for that and then realized after that I can't. Well, we'll go for remove a -1 with heal an ally. And no other levels? Seems like we should have. But I guess not. Make sure to build a building. Garden for sure. Buy wood. Now we can build it, right? Yes, thank you. And what can I get here? Not much. We've got metal. So let's just get crude chain armor. We can't really wear it yet, but it's fine. Spyglass, because why not? And then we have shoes. We could go crude shield. I like crude shield. Okay. All right. Well, I never finished looking at scoundrel cards. It was just the last 4 cards, but the baby woke up and The last 7 cards, maybe? Baby woke up and I had to get up last time. So did I look at Brutal Momentum? Attack for 3 with push 2, add +1 and +1 push for each hex containing an obstacle or wall adjacent to you. Okay, I think I did look at that. Yeah, I remember the bottom. Meteor, whenever you perform a ranged attack this round, all allies and enemies adjacent to the target suffer 1. Destroy any number of obstacles. For each obstacle destroyed, perform attack 2, range 3. Okay, that's kind of cool. And the bottom is move 4. All enemies and adjacent allies suffer 1. With move 4 jump at 85. That's really good. Really good initiative to go for a move 4 jump. Alright, this is where the cards are definitely new to me, these final 4. Entomb. Create 2 1-hex obstacles, attack 5. Then consume leaf to create 2 1-hex obstacles in empty hexes adjacent to the target, but not adjacent to you. All allies and enemies adjacent to at least 1 created tile suffer 1 damage. Okay. That's really good, because there was a lot of other stuff where you can destroy any number of... There was something where you can destroy any number... Destroy all obstacles within range 2 of the designated enemy. And do a melee attack targeting that enemy. Where X is twice the number of obstacles. So this really helps you build that up for a boss really quickly. And this is a top and this is a bottom, so you could do them in the same turn. On the bottom, move 3, create 1 1-hex obstacle in an adjacent empty hex. Destroy any number of obstacles within range 3. For each obstacle destroyed, give ward to 1 ally adjacent to the hex the obstacle occupied. Okay, I like that a lot. Move 3, give out 2 wards, 3 wards. That's very, very nice. The other level 8, Rocky End. Attack 5, Muddle in a cone pattern as a loss. Heal 5, target all allies in the cone pattern. Consume leaf to create 1-hex obstacle tiles in each empty red hex of the attack ability. I like Entomb way more. It does like a lot of similar stuff, just without the healing, but like it makes obstacles and it's an attack for 5, but it's not a loss. Entomb just seems better. The bottom of Rocky End, push 2, range 3, immobilize. Create a 1-hex obstacle tile in each featureless hex. The target exits with the push. Okay, that's really good. Especially because it's at range 3. That's really, really weird to have a bottom push 2, range 3, but it's really nice. It means you can shoot something with your top and still push anything that's adjacent to you or a couple hexes away and immobilize it. Really good bottom and sketchy top that I don't know about. And like, I don't know if this is really the action that you want out of your level 8 bottom, but safety's worth something. Then at level 9, attack 3, target all adjacent enemies with push 2. Wait a second, I did look at these cards already. It wasn't Cragheart, it was Scoundrel. I'm too tired. But I definitely did look at these cards already. It was supposed to be Scoundrel. I'm gonna look at them later. Tomorrow or the next day or something. Those were the 4 cards I hadn't seen yet. Anyway, have a good night, everybody.